Rejected Content Podcast.
Speaking of other mishaps you've had, you wanted to talk about Carter, right?
Oh, I did want to talk about Carter.
Give an introduction of Carter before.
So, Carter is the bestest boy. He he's a
People still have no idea what he is.
No, I know.
Oh, you're getting okay.
He's a 2020 Chevrolet Equinox LT in Nightfall Gray Metallic. He is my vehicle. He is a lease, and
we love him.
We do love him. Collectively, we do love him, and it's recently come to our attention that we will not be buying him out of lease, which was devastating, and we did have to have a moment of grieving as a community to deal with that, because we really have had a lot of bonding in Carter, and we've had a lot of traumatic group experiences in Carter. So
seeing him go is
going to be really hard.
Yeah.
But
since he's going, we could have some fun with him. No?
Maybe.
We're gonna make a tribute.
We're gonna make a tribute video.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely. But on the topic of Carter, I thought we could go over how much of a unit Carter is.
Yeah, Carter's been through a lot of traumatic experiences, let's say.
And my favorite part about Carter is the name Carter.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
fact that his Chevy Equinox named Carter.
Carter. So
Carter.
Yeah, make sure you're. Yeah.
Let me screen record so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So in Carter's first traumatic event, it took place in Rochester Hills. And this wasn't the first dent, wasn't the first scrape. This was just the first traumatic event where we needed to replace something. And this was the windshield. A crab apple, as I turned out onto Adams Road in Rochester Hills, Michigan, fell off of a tree and hit my windshield in just the right place to create a giant... Wait, hold on. I have to restart the...
The screen recording?
Yeah.
Technical difficulties. This is surprisingly, so far, we've had a surprisingly smooth time of running the show.
So,
as you say that, I was thinking about getting up and checking
our
if we're still...
Our first thing was my shattered windshield, which I will hand around.
Apple destroyed the windshield?
Oh, yeah, no. It shattered the windshield.
Oh, and
it dented the roof.
Look at that.
It hit in just the right place to, cause problems.
We're good? We're not good?
It hit in just the right place to cause problems.
So how does this exactly? It's weird because you think about it. Tempered glass is
it's not supposed to do that.
Shatter.
It's supposed to when you get into something really bad, shatter into 1,000 million tiny little pieces.
Hang on. So as I said that, ironically, we were tricked into believing that we had a technical difficulty, but we didn't.
We did.
So look, when you think about tempered glass, it's meant to break off axis, right? So how did a crab apple do that to the top of a windshield?
GM and
take it.
GM.
Okay, so you have to understand, you understand how I drive, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I had just turned out of his neighborhood.
Oh, okay, you were moving.
I had just turned out of one of my friend's neighborhood, and I was already going 45 miles an hour. Because Carter's a fun boy. It can 0 to 45 just as that. It's really quite quick. So I was going 45 miles an hour, and a crabapple fell off of a tree, and it hit the edge of the glass. It hit the edge of the glass.
That's such a weird break.
And that's why it broke the way it did.
And so that's your first traumatic injury.
That is the first traumatic injury to Carter.
Right.
And this took place in October of 2021.
Okay.
So then we're going till November, the next month. Of 2020. It's October 9th, 2021. So now let's go to November 12th, 2021.
Okay.
So on my phone, I have the first picture of what happened.
Is this which one is this?
This is the Kia Soul.
Wait, you did the Kia Soul in with your backside?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so November 12th, 2021, city of Rochester Hills. I am trying to turn left out of a gas station.
Rochester Hills hates you.
Yeah, it hates me. I never drive there anymore. I literally make a point not to go there.
Wow, that's nice.
It has nothing to do with the people there. It has everything to do with the fact that every time I go there, my car is damaged beyond something that I can deal with. Right. Really, all of northern Oakland County is a problem.
Oh.
Which we will discuss in a second. So...
Oxford.
Oxford. So I was turning left out of a gas station, and I was turning over a road that was 6 lanes. 4 lanes on my side, and then 2 lanes of the traffic I needed to turn left into.
Okay, right.
So I crossed the 4 lanes, and I'm diagonal in 2 turn lanes.
Okay.
Right? I'm blocking both of them.
Right.
I cannot see traffic coming this way. And I have a passenger in the car, and she says it's clear. And I trust and
Don't
believed
trust
her.
the passenger.
Okay, I know, but I was already getting panicky. I'm on meds now. We're cool. I'm a way better driver. It's great. I like, honestly, so glad. Medicated. It's mwah. But so I turned out, and I was like, fuck, because I knew that it had been a mistake.
Right.
And I pulled out in front of someone. And so the person had enough time to slow down to the point where there wasn't going to be an accident. But unfortunately, they also, like, I couldn't see, and they weren't paying attention and speeding.
Right, okay.
And so their Kia Soul hit the back right corner of Carter, which is why the damage
I think it's
is the
important
way
to
it is
It's
here.
just
that
a
this
really
is a
roundabout way to say
green-
I pulled out in front of someone.
Yeah, but
Green Kia Soul.
Green Kia Soul.
As in the one that is right here. This is not the Kia Soul that I hit.
No, this
but
was pictured
it's-
today.
This is today. We saw another one. But it is the exact same kind of car that...
The first
And that's actually
generation
what
Kia Soul.
triggered
Uh-huh.
his idea for this conversation as well.
Yeah, this is the discussion. This is what triggered that. So, just looking at the pictures, like, you can see that the damage really is only to that, like, plastic under area, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
And I bet you're wondering, how did the Kia Soul fare? How did the Kia Soul fare? Well,
Not well.
I drove my car away and back to my friend's house, where I then could adequately mentally deal with what had just occurred. After the police involved in everything, like, we did everything right. It's cool.
right.
We talked to the cops. It was okay. Like, the ticket I got didn't have any points associated with it. There was a lot of understanding there.
That
It
makes
was good.
Owen angry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Kia Soul was taken away on the back of a
flatbed?
flatbed pickup truck, like a flatbed
A flatbed tow truck.
tow truck. So
Wow.
I don't think like because
Carter is a unit.
What do you
yeah no because I'm thinking about because Ali, my nephew, also totaled a Kia Soul
But
from
Excellent.
in a parking lot.
in a parking lot.
Wait, what did he do?
Well, the GMC Terrain.
Titty was much like Carter, an absolute unit.
Yeah.
Such a fun little woman.
Little woman.
These
Little
GM,
woman.
GM
Love these
Econo
GM
boxes are beloved,
SUVs.
I guess.
Yeah.
Love these GM SUVs. Anyways, he was just trying to park in the spot he didn't judge correctly, and then basically just like
So
ran
was he
into
coming
a-
in with the rate of speed then?
Yeah, and then
What, you'd say
Oh,
like,
that's
like
fun.
7 miles an hour?
I'd probably say maybe 7-10. I
in
don't
a
know.
parking, like, how do you pull in at 7 miles an hour?
And
Yeah.
he, he just
Yeah,
whipped it in.
because he was in a stressful situation. He was dealing with an ex. I don't know what he was going through.
Oh, you know that.
Oh!
Anyways,
Shout out if you're
that's
watching.
that's besides the
Shout out
point.
to her family.
He was going through a stressful situation, and then he totaled a Kia Soul, but there was like barely any
What
damage.
color was that Kia Soul?
Was it green?
I think it was also green.
Yes, destroy the hamster
The
mobile.
booger ones are destined for death.
Absolutely,
They look
yeah.
like Mike
I'm actually
Wazowski.
not
Yeah.
100% sure though. So
No, but I appreciate that, like, the
It's like
running
if Mike-
theory is that it's green, because I feel like that fits the vibe.
yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like that. Yeah.
I could see him driving a green
So now
Kia
we're moving
Soul.
forward from that event.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, and then I managed to keep my car from having any traumatic injuries for the next couple months. December rolls around, we get the car fixed. By the time February comes around, Carter's been doing great for a minute.
Right.
He looks beautiful.
He did. I was there.
He was brand new. We got through ski season. It was lit. And and then, let me see.
On the fateful evening.
The fateful evening. It was April 13th of 2022. Oxford, Michigan. Now, we got there because we started in Rochester Hills at Great Lakes Crossing in Rochester Hills, Auburn
Wait,
Hills.
why are all three? I'd never realized all three of them were in
Yeah.
Rochester.
Oh, yeah.
There's a curse. That means there is a curse.
It's cursed.
It's a curse. Don't
So-
take it to Rochester.
So we were super bored. We had nothing to do. So we met up at Great Lakes Crossing at like 8 p.m.
No, later than that.
Was it? Was it like 9?
Well, what
It
time
was-
was
it was-
this photo taken?
Oh.
This was 12. This was at midnight. So we met up later than that.
Why was I out so late? On April 13th.
Probably asked your mommy for more time.
Well, no,
Oh wait,
I
no.
think he
This is
needed
the
more
picture
time
I
because
took.
he wrecked the
This
car.
is the picture I took when I got back to my house.
Oh, okay.
We.
Well, then you're probably
the
right.
Picture that
11.
we took when we got a safe distance away was 11. That turned off.
No,
for
keep
a
talking.
second.
Keep talking.
Okay, so it's Oxford.
Right.
We're driving down this dirt road. We
Maybe he just has to do that.
Maybe that's the 30-minute thing, Owen.
So
Maybe.
we decided that we didn't have anything to do at Great Lakes Crossing, so I just turned one direction out of Great Lakes Crossing, and we just drove, and we kept going, and we went.
The only time we differed, or like we went off the path, was because we didn't want to go like into that sketchy.
We didn't want to go on dirt roads.
Dirt
Owen
road.
really wanted me to go down this dirt road. He really wanted me to go down this dirt road, and I said no because I wanted to stay on paved
Wait,
roads.
show the dirt road. Did I airdrop you that?
It turns out,
If
if
not,
you went
I'll
on
just
that
put it
dirt
in
road,
post.
it probably would have ended better.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so here's the dirt road that we were going down.
Yeah.
So I turn onto a paved road, and after about 100 meters,
Well, no,
it
I think.
becomes a dirt road.
Wait.
And I just decide to keep going because I'm like, I've lost this battle.
Did
I
you
tried
talk
to stay
about
on
the
paved roads.
geographical makeup of this dirt road?
So as we're going, it starts to develop into like a trenched dirt road,
So,
like
like,
a dirt
yeah,
road that's been
we-
carved out.
We ended up with dirt
with
walls,
dirt walls
up
on both
alongside
sides of us. We pass by a trailer park. The trees get taller. They get close to the road. The road gets narrower. They start to grow over the road. It starts to get a little curvy, a little hilly. And eventually,
Right.
it comes to a point where we're approaching a hill, and the hill curves right, and the road goes up the hill. And we cannot see what's beyond the top of the
At
hill.
this point, we were all like in our heads, like, "Oh, Skinwalker!
Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
scary, guys!"
We had all been clowning about skinwalkers. Like, none of us were actually scared, but, like, we had all been getting
No.
a little bit, like at
We were
that
just
point...
we were like sensationalizing being scared for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's so weird.
So, we get to this point. The hill goes up that way. It like the gate of hell is at the top of this hill. Pitch black, trees over the road. It is just a portal to nothing. And I decide, out of panic, that we must turn around right now. And
No, but
we must turn around right this
wait,
moment.
Stop.
Maybe 15 feet ahead of me.
Not 9.
Not
I was
even.
gonna say 9.
There's a turnaround on the left side of the road,
like a little
full
dirt parking lot.
dirt parking, like a one-car parking spot that you can do a little turnaround in. I decided, no, we're not moving a foot closer to this gate of hell.
Yeah.
We're not doing it. We must do a 3-point turn and leave immediately.
So it was,
My steps to a 3-point turn. The first thing I like to do is the back up to the left. I feel like that's the best way to start it. That's what I've always done. It's what I
Okay.
like to do.
All right.
So I do the back up to the left. I don't stop backing up to the left.
well, okay.
And how Carter stopped moving was by coming into sudden and forceful contact with the dirt wall, which we plowed it into. And then,
It was more of a thud than a plow.
I mean, it was a deep thud though. Like we bounced.
Oh,
was-
like
give,
it
give
tossed
your,
us.
your
Yeah.
insight.
My insight was I was in the back seat in the center.
Okay.
So like the natural thing your brain does when you're in the middle seat and
Is
someone puts
look
the
at the
car in
backup
reverse.
camera.
You watch the backup camera. You're like, oh, it's okay. Let's see their parking technique or their move, whatever.
Right, you just like to see
You
it.
just
It's like,
watch
it's like
it. It's
you
cool.
don't normally look out the
It's like
back.
the camera off the car.
Right.
It's just interesting.
Right.
Yeah. So I just naturally looked and I noticed he had given it like a boot full. I'm like, ooh, we're
Give
on
it
the
the
dirt.
reins.
So even if he does stop, it's gonna slide a little bit.
Right.
And then I'm looking, and I like, at this point, I sit up, and I'm like, is he gonna stop? In my brain, I'm like, is he gonna stop? Is he gonna stop? Because it wasn't really a short, or it wasn't long. It was like, you have to stop or you're gonna hit this thing. It wasn't like a long time.
Right.
So like, is he gonna hit this thing? And then boom, my head slams back, and we do hit it. And then Jacob, I just see him go, like, you just froze.
And so what was the energy in the car right then?
It was
Silence.
It was silence. It was dead.
We were all like-
the energy died.
And
Callum
then,
was there
and then
too.
we all
Yeah.
started laughing, and you were like, like you were just.
I was
no.
like, okay, I'm sure everything's fine. We just have to like get the fuck out of here before we
well, because
check.
we didn't. Yeah, because we didn't look right then and there.
No, so we're like miles and miles down this dirt road, and we get off the dirt section of the road, and we don't stop there. Like, we get all the way back to M59.
No. We came off the dirt road. That you'll see this picture.
Is it still on the dirt road?
No, it's not. This is my favorite picture ever. This is just off the dirt road where it transitions to tarmac because there's the intersection there, and we pulled off to the right.
Yeah, but I think that intersection is M59 or something. It's a big road.
But that steel mill was on the left.
Yes, yeah, it was.
And then that's when we came up with our theory about the trailer park.
So, okay. So we know that Jacob's car, after this incident, whenever he would accelerate, had a large whooshing sound.
Oh, yeah.
Did you
it had a
notice
fun
that
little...
sound immediately?
No,
or did
I
it
think
take
we were
a
all
while?
talking. We were all, like, laughing and talking.
It did take a while.
Okay.
We were all bathing in Jacob's pain at that point.
So this is a good picture of Carter after the fact. Hold on, let me lock the let me lock it so that we can all take a look. This is a nice picture of Carter after the fact.
This is when he's clean, though.
This is I cleaned him, so you can see that it's not actually as bad as it seemed because like when we cleaned it up, it kind of looked fine. Like it looked fine.
Okay, no, it looked like a red Solo cup. It looked like a red Solo cup after you crinkle it down and then pull it back up again and try to use it again. It has all like the wrinkled marks and the dents.
Oh yeah.
Like you can still tell it's a red Solo cup and it does what it's supposed to do. But
This
it doesn't
revision
look
of
the same.
Carter has been known as the Equinox.
Equinox.
The Equinox.
Yeah. So
or the Equinox.
Sometime after it was the Equinox for a while,
It's
and then I lost
Equinox.
the I too.
Oh.
And then it was the Equinox.
Equinox.
Does this still have the I in it?
No.
No, this is after.
That's after the I was removed.
Yeah. So that's just and you know what? I was talking to Owen about it, and the thing about it is my car is just a Chevy Equinox. This is not my
this is
car
the
being
point you and I made in the
special.
car.
Listen, it's done all of this, and we got the back end repaired again, and it just keeps going. And
Oh.
it
He got his
drives-
second BBL.
Wait, listen. Something you missed. What about on the auto show day when Jacob brought it up the t-shirt shop ramp?
Oh, where's that picture?
Oh yeah, that crash.
That wasn't a crash.
That was
That was an
mishap.
incident.
That was an incident.
That was an
A
incident.
little bit of paint off the plastic bumper. No one cares.
but it was really
But it was
funny.
really
It was
funny.
super
because it was-
funny.
I'll throw it in post right
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
I can pick the box. I don't care. A little more. I don't think I would rather pull forward and just get it out front ways. Like do an 800-point turn.
Or drop a wheel off the ramp. Back straight up and drop a wheel off the ramp.
Hold on. No, I'm gonna do it my way.
Full lock right. There you go. Or left, sorry. Yeah, Carter.
Is it gonna rip my bumper off?
No, you're gonna go straight up it. Hit the gas.
You're already over it.
Go further
Get a little
back. Go. Keep going. 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 Just send
What if
it.
I fucking lodge my car in?
You're not. it straight up looks off-road. Just come straight down. Jacob, no, if you do that, you're gonna come down on a steeper angle. You can do it like this right now.
Wait, stop.
It's fine. It's like a scratch. It's fine. You're not noticing the press.
It is fucking bro. Oh my god. Losers.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. It was
I
like-
got no, but
I can
Carter was
remember the
perched up
noise.
there. Oh yeah, it was.
But yeah, there's basically a loading dock. He wanted to put it like
On
the
top.
part of the loading dock where the people walk.
Yeah.
Right.
So you got the loading dock here and the two sides to it and a ramp up. Yeah, it was just,
Right.
You'll see it.
Yeah.
It was me being a fool, and I had a great time. And
I can I can hear the scraping sound in my brain right now.
I had to leave. I'm like, Owen, I don't know what's gonna happen. You have to film this. And so we
You have a video.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna put it in post. I have a video of the
You
incident.
have the video.
Yeah, the video. That's why I'm saying I can hear the noise. I've
Oh,
watched
no.
that video multiple times.
Well, I guess this will be a first.
It's going
for
on the
Jacob.
internet, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, back to
So-
the why Carter is special.
Yeah, so Carter isn't special. That's why Carter is special. Carter's just an Equinox.
It's just a boring ass car.
It's a boring ass car, but we've had so much great fun in it.
So
It's
much.
Never done anything. It's never not been able to do something.
It's
I
never
wanted it to do.
stranded us.
It's never stranded us. It's not a Porsche.
Some of my best
you can't
memories
go
are in
200
Carter.
miles an
I
hour
know.
in it. You can't go 200 miles an
How
hour.
fast can you go in it?
116 miles an hour, where it is
116
electronically
kph.
limited.
Yeah.
It's electronically limited. The fastest we've gone
I'm
in
sure
it
I can
is,
solve that.
72 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, 72 miles an hour.
116 kph. Yeah.
Yeah, 72 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So, highway speed. I don't even know if I've ever hit 70. Like, I think I've only ever hit 68.
The speed limit is 70, so you don't want to hit the limit.
Yeah,
you know?
you gotta stay below it.
Yeah.
Like, because that's the limit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So,
That's
but like, my
outlandish.
case is that, like, obviously it's not a Porsche, but you're not buying it because it's a Porsche. You're buying it so
A
that
to
it can
B.
get your child to soccer practice. And yet, it is a great car. It is comfortable. It is fun.
Oh.
It feels
We
like
left-
it moves.
it's got heated seats.
It's
Well,
got heated
my
seats.
point was the reason it's funny
Dual
and
zone
special to us
climate.
is because 1, the amount of stuff that's happened in it. 2, the way
Yes.
you drive it, and 3, the things that are yours in it. It's just you.
Oh.
If
And
you
the
were
fact
to
that it's
separate-
named
Oh, yeah.
Carter.
Oh, yeah.
If you were to separate all of the things that I have in it out and like divide the car from me, if you put someone behind the wheel and said, go try and have a nice time, go try and have fun in this car, they would figure out how to have fun in this car.
Oh,
and it would
yeah.
be able to have a good, fun time.
Think about the fact that the steering wheel is also polished.
Okay,
Every surface.
my hands sweat a lot because I'm a very anxious person. I'm also very sweaty. That
It-
might have
it-
something to
it's
do.
just such
that-
a great car.
That might have something to do with the fact that I am a larger person. It could also have something to do with the fact that I am broken many ways.
I think your
genetically.
sweat is just acidic. People's
It's like-
sweat has different pH levels.
Gotta work on my sweat pH, guys.
No, but you said it's always a fun time in the Equinox.
It is.
What about that night I drove it? The first night I met
Oh!
Okay, the first night he met me,
No.
he asked if he could drive my car.
you. Well, Corey and Cal were with you, and they're like, let him drive it. Let him drive it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was notorious for finding the limit of vehicles instantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Jacob didn't know that.
And I was like, fine. I was like, okay,
that was
fine.
the exact response. Fine.
Fine. And he
Like a
switched.
defeated fine.
We're just
so
going
I went
to-
into my I sat in my passenger seat
How many times have you sat in the passenger seat and driven?
in my car.
Yeah.
I've been in the passenger seat of my car while it's been driven 3 times.
And I
in
was one
3
of
years.
those. That's the trauma I inflicted upon you is 1/3 of the amount of times you've sat in the passenger seat. in
I've
my
driven
car.
Yeah,
that car to
and-
Taco Bell without Jacob in it, though.
Yeah, I did give Corey my keys one time while I was at school so he could go to Taco Bell. Because he didn't have a
But-
6th hour, and I did.
Yeah, right. So, essentially. then-
Okay, well, yeah. So I got in the driver's seat, and I was like, "This is a Chevrolet Equinox. 1, I've never driven one. 2, it's a horrible car. I'm just gonna do what you do to horrible cars." And also at the time, I had Marty, which just beat the
That's
shit out of it
extreme
all day
Now,
danger.
do
long.
you still hold that opinion about Chevy Equinoxes?
What?
That they're horrible cars.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's as a car, it's just horrible. But I love Carter because he's Carter.
Okay.
That's the point we were trying to make earlier.
Okay,
But
you
yeah,
get it.
I get in it. We're just going to pizza place. What was it? 4 miles down the road? It was
not
probably
even.
no. It
Not
was like
even.
2
Not
miles
even.
down the road.
No.
But it's like it's a left out of the neighborhood, a right onto the street, another left, and then a left into the pizza place.
And
Yup.
so that and so
And around a
and,
bend. A little
and so
bit of a
Owen
bend.
hears this, and he in his head he creates a rally course.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I already had the rally notes mapped out. I'm like 90 left, blind right.
Right.
And yeah, all the rally. Yeah. In my brain, Jacob was like a Scottish with his little notepad.
10, right. Don't cut.
So, so I get in and we pull out of the neighborhood. I think it was fine pulling out. I was fine pulling out of the neighborhood, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then we
you know.
turn right onto what was it, Middle Belt? We turn right onto Middle Belt, and at that point my foot's flat and there's noises happening from the wheels, and Jacob's like this, "Ah!" And then the rest of the way, it was. I mean, we got onto Orange Lake Road. I dropped it down a couple gears and started flooring it.
No. Okay.
And
So
you
what?
didn't-
No,
you
no.
were like,
what
the
happened?
transmission's gonna blow up.
child. When we turned left onto Orchard Lake Road, he may or may not have been going way faster than what is recommended. And yes, yeah. You threw it through that turn.
The left-hander onto Orchard?
Yes.
No, I threw
Regardless.
I threw it. No, the one I threw it round was the bend by the trailer park and the yacht club. That was that bend. That's where I threw it.
To
No,
be fair,
I remember
Jacob,
this
by
so
that
vividly.
time
Okay,
you
to
were
be fair,
slumped down.
after the right turn onto Middle Belt, I
Doesn't matter, someone was sitting there.
I was having so much of an overstimulated
But I
panic
didn't-
attacking
I didn't
moment
know him.
where I slipped down like this, and I was just
But the thing is,
You
I
became
didn't,
catatonic.
I didn't know you yet, so I mean, I probably would have been a lot nicer if I did know you.
yeah.
This is also
you think
like-
it's the opposite.
Yeah, you'd think that a
Yeah.
normal person would be like, I don't know you, I'm gonna go easy on
No,
you.
there's a-
No.
That was me then. No thought. Let's do this.
You have changed.
Owen has grown.
Yeah, but yeah. Then I was like, I'm just gonna.
Boy
I did-
racer.
I had no. I had no thought. I'm like, I'm gonna break his car. I mean, that's not what I thought, but that's basically.
It's like pedal.
That's the goal,
It's like I just want to go fast and cause trouble.
Yeah.
and you did.
And you
Honestly,
did.
the Mustang matured me because
yeah.
it made me realize I can just enjoy a car driving slowly.
Right.
And then it's just like I've had that time. I've had the time where I do that shit. I mean, I'll still do debaucherous things in
reformed.
vehicles.
Yeah, as we
But
will
like,
see
there's a lot
soon.
more thought that goes into it.
Soon there will be.
Wait,
Evidence of
is that on the dock?
Well, no,
Where?
I mean the video.
this
is-
Oh,
this
you're
is the
right.
thing I'm not allowed to know about, I assume.
No,
Yeah.
No,
sure.
Okay.
it's not vehicle related. I mean, it can
Oh.
be. We can do it in a vehicle.
Next.
I think that they're gonna have a threesome. Like, I think that's what's happening. They refuse to tell me, but I think that that's where this
Now
is
that I said
going.
it can happen in a vehicle, it does sound like that.
Next.
Satara needs to hit us with the.
Oh yeah, she does.
Hit us
gotta
with the.
hit us with
Come on.
Oh no, it's okay though. I like that. I would only use that if I want to stop you guys, not actually.
There it is. Okay, we got it. But no, okay. So I turned left onto Orchard Lake pretty normally. When I turned left onto Orchard Lake Road is when I was playing with the gears. And you're like,
Oh, I hated
Equinox.
that.
You're like, I read a Reddit thread where Equinox transmissions are notorious for blowing up, and then Callum and I are like, it's just downshifting. And you're like, but it's a CVT. So we get past that point, and then I was like, I
Oh,
want
you
to.
were doing horrible things. You were doing horrible things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tried the
were
double
playing-
stomp where you get it to kick down, and then you floor
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, you were
doing-
like.
It was atrocious.
It was an abuse.
You were
yeah.
torturing my car. Like, okay, Carter does enjoy a bit of pain. Carter does
Ooh.
enjoy a little bit of pain.
Carter.
This has been established. Carter likes the foot to the floor, just being an all
Pedal
around.
to the
I
metal.
don't know if he
Carter likes an
necessarily
asshole
likes
driver.
it.
Carter likes an asshole.
I've heard
driver.
some noises from that car when you do that in the rain.
I like how it hops.
Oh
when you
yeah,
do it.
the wheel. It was really. It happened really
'cause it
bad
goes-
when I had no tread left on my tires.
It does a Hoover noise.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'll
No,
miss
Carter
that.
liked it, but like what you were doing at that single point in
Yeah.
time was the single most abuse in the shortest amount of time that car's ever received.
Yeah, and then
Screaming.
we go like
Screaming.
what, like not a mile down the road on Lake Road, and then it's the left-hand bend, which is probably like if
in my car,
Thirty
I
left.
do it all the time.
it's probably like
it's a 35-mile-an-hour corner, and
65
car,
degree bend.
Yeah.
probably.
In my car, I take it at 35. Like I'll be going 45 down Orchard into 35. I know.
And at 35,
And you coast.
At
And then
35 miles
I
an
bring
hour?
it back to 35 in that corner.
And you
because
coast.
that is the safe vehicle speed in my car. Because I can feel that the car does want to lean a little bit when I'm at 35.
It's a big
at
egg-shaped
35,
SUV.
you feel it. The weight
Yeah.
is transferred.
You feel the weight
and
is
it's like,
transferred.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so what did you
just
do?
don't want to push it through that
Oh,
corner.
what did you do
Not-
again?
So what I did is said, all right, I'm gonna find the limit of grip on this Chevrolet Equinox. So I put my foot down, entering the corner. I let off once I started to turn, but I knew I was doing a speed where the front tires would just a little bit
Brake.
of understeer.
Little break.
They break loose, do a little bit of understeer. And to my credit, I didn't get it. It didn't ever leave its lane, and there was no one alongside me.
Remember that one time I almost plowed through a Prius? Out of Callum's neighborhood.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I don't want
just-
to tell more of that story. All you need to know is I turned the wheel. The car did not turn.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyways.
I think I know which. I mean, what if you didn't do in the world a favor? Honestly.
No.
That'd be strike
That'd
three.
be Carter's third kill.
Third kill. It's already gotten 2. It's gotten a dirt wall And
The
Kia Soul.
Skinwalker, I thought you said.
Oh yeah, the Skinwalker.
Well, that
So
was
that
why
would've been
you.
kill
That
four.
was your excuse for backing up into there. While you wanted to save all. Of
I
us
wanted
in
to
the
save
car.
all of us from a Skinwalker.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So then.
Okay, I did the grip testing maneuver, and then at that point, after the bend, Jets is right on our left, so you just pull into Jets, and Jacob's like, "You need to stop right now," and Callum's like, and you and Callum are like, "Bro, you probably should stop."
Probably
And I
let
didn't
off
register
a-
that in my brain that Jacob was gonna get pissed if I didn't stop. So what do? I swing it into Jets. I go behind the Jets, and then I slam it in reverse, back up as fast as I can to the spot, and then slam on the brakes. Put it in park. Go get the pizza. And then I don't know what happened after that because you guys were in the car.
What happened after that is I resumed my place in the
driver's seat.
driver's seat.
Right.
And there was a lot of.
Rather
There was,
angry.
there was a lot of.
No.
There was a lot of that, and while you were inside, there were many loud F words and mother F words.
Yeah, there were.
But you lived.
No, I was screaming behind that jet.
But you lived and now you love me, so it's fine.
I do love you. I love him. It worked out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's payback for the first time that Jacob met Owen when he came to his house.
Oh!